Cartoons have this incredible power to just pull you into their world, right? With all the vibrant colors, quirky characters, and magical adventures, they do more than just entertain. They teach us things, give us a bit of magic, and sometimes, they stick with us for a lifetime. I've seen a ton of animated shows over the years, but there's one that sits on a throne high above the rest: Avatar: The Last Airbender. Seriously, this show is a masterpiece. The mix of deep storytelling, characters you'll never forget, breathtaking animation, and themes that actually make you think has left a huge mark on me. At its heart, Avatar is this epic adventure set in a world where some people can bend the elements: water, earth, fire, and air. Our hero is a 12-year-old kid named Aang. He's the last airbender and also the Avatar, the one person who can master all four elements and is destined to bring balance to a world torn apart by a 100-year war. From the very first episode, the show just grabs you with its unique world. You're not just watching, you're stepping into a living, breathing painting where the landscapes are as full of life as the characters. The story is this perfect blend of humor, action, and genuine drama. You'll be on the edge of your seat during an epic battle one minute and laughing out loud the next. But it never loses its heart. It's a story about friendship, courage, and making really tough moral choices. You can't help but get emotionally invested in Aang's journey and his friends Katara, Sokka, Toph, and even Zuko. These aren't just cartoons. They feel like real people with real struggles and personalities that grow and change in amazing ways. If you ever ask for a recommendation for a favorite cartoon, this is the one you'll hear about, because it just nails creativity and life lessons for everyone, not just kids. Now, let's talk about the characters, because they are the soul of this show. Each one is so distinct, and watching them grow is just inspiring. You have Aang, the fun-loving, optimistic Avatar. He's got the weight of the world on his shoulders, but he never gives up and always looks for a peaceful way out first. He teaches you about resilience and taking responsibility. Then there's Katara, the powerful waterbender with a huge heart. She's the group's moral compass, always showing compassion and fierce determination. She's a true leader. And you can't forget Sokka, Katara's brother. He's the comic relief, the meat and sarcasm guy, but he's also a brilliant strategist and incredibly brave. His humor is what makes the serious moments feel so much more real and balanced. And Toph, the blind earthbender who is an absolute powerhouse. She's a symbol of strength and independence, and her confidence is just infectious. She refuses to let her disability define her, and that's so empowering. But the character arc that blows everyone away is Zuko's. He starts as this angry, banished prince, obsessed with capturing the Avatar to regain his honor. His journey from villain to a wise, self-aware hero is one of the most powerful redemption stories I've ever seen in any medium. It really hits home for anyone who's ever struggled with who they are or wanted a second chance. These characters made me think about my own friendships, about empathy, and about how complex people can be. I'd find myself wondering what I would do in their shoes, which really helped me understand things like resilience and teamwork. The animation itself is another reason this show is legendary. Unlike a lot of modern cartoons that lean heavily on CGI, Avatar uses beautiful traditional animation, inspired by East Asian art and culture. The fight scenes are art in motion. The way the bending is animated, the fluid movements, the powerful stances, it's both believable and incredibly imaginative. I'll never forget watching Aang's final battle with the Fire Lord during the comet. The way fire, water, and earth collided on screen was just mesmerizing. Every single frame is a visual treat. The attention to detail in every movement and the expressive designs of the characters are just stunning. Even the quiet moments, like when the gang is just traveling through the Northern Water Tribe or Aang is meditating at an air temple, are filled with this subtle beauty that adds so much depth to the world. Seeing that level of artistry really inspired my own creativity. I'd find myself doodling bending moves or trying to draw the characters. It wasn't just watching a cartoon. It was like a masterclass in artistic expression. But beyond the action and the art, Avatar explores some really deep, meaningful themes. It talks about heavy topics like war, genocide, identity, and forgiveness, but it does it in a way that's accessible for younger audiences while still being super compelling for adults. One of the biggest themes is balance in the world and balance within yourself. The Avatar's job is to maintain harmony, which is a great metaphor for our own responsibilities and how our choices have consequences. It made me think about how I approach problems, to always try and see both sides of a situation. And then there's the theme of redemption, which we see so powerfully through Zuko. His transformation proves that it's never too late to change, to make amends for your past mistakes. Watching him struggle with his identity and his choices helped me understand that personal growth is a journey, and our mistakes don't have to define us forever. Of course, the show balances all this heavy stuff with incredible humor. Sokka's constant jokes, Appa's goofy antics, and the clever writing keep the story from ever feeling too dark. That balance of serious themes and genuine humor is just like real life, which makes the show so relatable. So, how did this cartoon actually influence me? In so many ways. It really fired up my imagination and taught me to think more creatively about solving problems. Was always faced with challenges that required him to think outside the box, and that rubbed off on me. I started applying that kind of thinking to my own life. The show also gave me a huge appreciation for humor. Seeing the characters laugh even in the toughest situations taught me that laughter can be a powerful tool for resilience. And, of course, the moral lessons and friendships in the show shaped my understanding of empathy and integrity. It made me consciously value honesty, loyalty, and kindness more, all because I admired those qualities in the characters I was watching. On a more personal level, the show has been a huge comfort to me during stressful times. Rewatching my favorite episodes, especially from Book 2, Earth, or Book 3, Fire, feels like catching up with old friends. It's a warm, fuzzy dose of nostalgia that reminds me of the magic of a good story. To sum it all up, cartoons can leave a lasting impact, and Avatar, The Last Airbender is the perfect example. Its gripping story, unforgettable characters, stunning animation, and deep themes make it so much more than just a show. It's a source of inspiration, a tool for reflection, and a truly epic adventure. Through Aang, I learned about courage and friendship. Through Zuko, I learned about redemption. And through its art, I learned to appreciate creativity and imagination. This cartoon shaped my values, my humor, and my spirit. If you're revisiting it or watching it for the first time, you'll see why it's a testament to the magic of storytelling. It's more than just my favorite cartoon, it's a reminder that even in a chaotic world, balance, friendship, and hope can see us through. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.